Hello, my name is Kyle Inns. For my video project, I will be covering a DDoS attack. One of the most prevalent cyber attacks used to weaken organizations' cyber infrastructure is a distributed denial of service attack, commonly known as a DDoS attack. In this attack, the targeted network, website, or system is flooded with massive volumes of traffic generated by a botnet, which is a massive amount of compromised internet-connected devices. Botnets are extremely large, varying from hundreds to millions of devices. These botnets can be rented out, which makes them easily accessible to hackers. This video aims to cover and explain DDoS attacks by botnets, DDoS attack detection, and mitigation in a proper response to such an attack. DDoS attacks by botnets. A DDoS attack conducted by botnets aims to prevent and disrupt the use of a network or website from users by allocating hundreds of millions of compromised devices to send a massive amount of requests to a server in response to the legitimate user. The fundamentals of the DDoS attack are traffic sent in the form of TCP/IP packets. TCP/IP protocol is how the sender and receiver communicate between each other. The TCP/IP protocol process begins with a SYN packet that is sent to the sender from the sender to the receiver. Once received, the receiving device will send in a SYN acknowledge packet back, and finally the sender sends an acknowledge packet back to the receiver. Once this process is completed, the sender can send its data packets over to the receiver, and after each packet is received, confirmation is sent by the receiver in the form of an acknowledge packet. The final packet will be sent via FIN signal to alert the receiver that no more packets are to be sent. Memory and CPU power is used to perform this protocol, and what a DDoS attack does is that it overloads and exhausts the memory and CPU power, which in turn can down a network or cause it to not respond. DDoS attack detection. DDoS detection is a crucial part of a quick response to mitigate the attack. There are various ways to detect such an attack. Monitoring the network for unusual traffic is a very simple and effective way of early detection. Various softwares can be used to monitor and alert for unusual traffic. Another way of detection can be behavioral analysis. This can be done by establishing in the network a normal and having an alert system for any detection of abnormal. Machine learning can also be used to learn what DDoS attacks are and alert when they detect such an attack. Mitigation. DDoS mitigation goes hand in hand with detection. One way to mitigate an attack can be by filtering the traffic. With a detection system, you can detect malicious packets and filter them out via blacklisting and whitelisting. Another crucial way of mitigation is load balancing. Load balancing is the same concept of not having all your eggs in one basket. With this method, you spread out traffic over multiple servers, so if one server is attacked, the other can pick up the slack. Third-party software are also a very good way of mitigating attacks and detection. Incorporation of multiple techniques is the best way at mitigating an attack. DDoS attack response. There are several responses that you can take when you're hit with a DDoS attack, and some of the common ones are to increase the bandwidth. By increasing the bandwidth of the network, this can help to mitigate the effects of the attack by and notifying law enforcement. Some cases this is necessary, but it is a cyber crime, so notifying law enforcement is always a good thing to do. In conclusion, DDoS attacks are a very common cyber attack used today that can cause massive damage. Knowing what it is, how to detect an attack, mitigation, and the proper responses are always the best way to handle this attack.